to this Silver tips video, focusing on all the silver forms that you can kind of get in the game. There's about 35 in all. Definitely worth tapping into if you've got the coins, and just to be getting some smart profit in the long run. So because smash links would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at G is a Legend. All the links are down below for playlists in the channel and social media links as always. Now, in terms of the silver forms, there's only a couple I still need to get. But since then we've managed to nab Whiteman in this video, so it's quite just in relation to this video, so it's not too bad. But guys like Mueller, Berisha, pretty much all of these type of cards, we're buying them. Most we've bought for fairly cheap. Guys like Hosner and Granger, they go exceedingly crazy money. You don't generally find too many of the silver forms in the market nowadays, which is quite an encouraging sign. Some cards you see like say half a dozen, some you maybe see 2 or 3. In terms of the most, I would probably say just now, the most generally is whatever the new team of the week is. So for example, when we had Boss and Burke, they guys were out so much in packs, it was crazy. And obviously when we had Lloyd Kelly last week, and then this week it's Mark McNulty, so it's looking, it's always that same kind of trend. But there's honestly some of the profits I'm sitting on. Like I have my special cards investment sheet. O'Donovan now I overpaid, which was a bit annoying because when I paid 11k for him, the next cheapest was about 22k, so it's a bit annoying that it's double his money and he's now a bit cheaper. I think people had held on to him for what do you call it, St Patrick's Day, thinking it would be a useful card. So you live and learn. But guys like Aiza, Burke, Boss, with Newdecker, Lloyd Kelly, we've bought these cards all for minimum price, so it's just a case of just holding and just taking it from there. But in my personal opinion, they're useful really as an investment. That's what these cards are for. If you're buying them at minimum price, you're generally going to make at least a few K. The one I'm really looking forward to seeing how it develops is Jokerud, or Jokerod, however you pronounce him. It's just a case of hoping and praying, because like Jokerod, he went to a period where there was like 2 in the market, cheapest was 30k, now his price seems to just yo-yo quite a bit. But the cheapest I'm noticing for inform just now sits around 8 to 8.5k, and what I generally do is, I would recommend this for yourselves, is just stick to maximum price 7k, but obviously you readjust accordingly depending on how the informed are on the market. When it was Burke and Boss, you reevaluated it down to 6k, and it allowed you, if you had enough coins, you could use them as investments and just slowly relist them back up, say like now for like 8k or 7.5, and it would just get you profit. I generally sell them on for 7.5k if it's a new team of the week. Moyes is keen. I kind of regret not buying much more of him because he's now went up to like 12 to 14k, and I'm kind of baffled why he suddenly shot up. Like I used him regularly, buying him between 5 and 8k, selling him for 9 and 10, so it's quite interesting he's now up to 14. Newdecker's kind of going extinct as well, which is an interesting one. Don't know why that's the case, because he's still relatively fresh as a team of the week. But for me, as I said, I've only got 2 to get, which is Granger and Hosner. Hopefully we get them sooner than later, because it's kind of driving me nuts. But honestly guys, if you want some good investments, I would say look at your silver informs. There's some good profits to be had, and I've always liked doing it for open bid or sniping. So hopefully you find it useful. Let me know in the comments down below what you fancy of this method. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all later.